Hey, it's Jeff Sauer here, the agency sage. In today's video, I want to show you 3 secrets to closing the sale. Now I'm going to start off with a question. Have you ever sent a proposal to somebody only to hear crickets on the other end? Basically, your prospective client went radio silent and you couldn't understand where they were coming from. You couldn't hear back from them. They wouldn't return your emails or your calls. Yeah, I've had that happen before too, and it sucks. I really don't like it at all. And so in this video, I want to show you some things you can do to make that not happen. Now, it's easy to put a proposal in front of somebody and count the check before it's been cashed, but actually a lot of the times that proposal is just the beginning of the negotiation when you're going to work with somebody. And so before you start wondering about Teslas or Lambos on the moon and wondering when you're going to be able to cash all these checks, make sure you understand where the other person's coming from. Stop thinking of these things as a certainty or as the proposal equals money in the bank, because it really doesn't matter until the ink dries. Selling your services is 5% inspiration and 95% perspiration. Even the best sales pitches, even the best proposals won't go very far without some kind of follow-up process to make sure that you get the results that you're looking for. And so for the rest of this video, I'm going to show you 3 secrets to closing the deal. Number 1, build a relationship with your prospective client well before you get to the proposal phase. Basically, what you want to do is you want to build relationships to the point where somebody you're working with trusts you, enjoys your company, wants to work with you potentially into the future, and everything looks good on their end. And they're basically saying, I want to work with this person. I want to work with your agency. I want to work with your business, and I want to do it well into the future. Now, from my experience, almost all the best deals that I've won are things where I had a previous relationship with the client. Whenever I'm going up and I'm running a proposal against a bunch of other agencies, whenever I'm out there trying to close more deals, trying to get more results, it almost always comes down to having a relationship before I even get to the point where I put a proposal on the table that I get the best results. And when I say I get the best results, I've been able to close deals that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars and have a pretty high certainty that that deal is going to close because I had a relationship with the prospective client. Now, you're not going to have a relationship with every single person on your prospective client's team, but you can definitely have one major point of contact that you're going to work with. And so secret number 1 is to develop a relationship with your prospective client well before you ever put a proposal in front of them. Secret number 2, the longer you wait to show your pricing, the better chance you have of making it to each subsequent round of the pitch process. Basically, if you want to not win a deal, the best thing you can do is to share your pricing right away. Give somebody your pricing up front and they're going to run away from you, run to the hills, seeking shelter, seeking comfort in another agency. And the reason why is because you haven't proven your value yet. It's all about proving your value, and if you haven't run a pitch yet, if you haven't convinced them that you're worth working with, and you give them pricing, they're going to be scared, and they're going to run away. So the longer you wait to reveal your pricing, the more you are in tune with what your potential client's budget's going to be, the more you talk to your main point of contact from example number 1, the better off you're going to be. And this is something that works great whether you're an agency, a consultant, or a freelancer. Wait to reveal your pricing until somebody's invested in you, until they know that you're going to be the solution for them. And then once they've already determined that you're the solution that they want, the price is not really going to be that big of a detail. They're going to find a budget. They're going to find value in what you do. They're going to basically see that there's a perceived return on your investment. And they're going to say, okay, I want to do this. Even though they're the most expensive provider, even though they cost a little bit more than we were hoping for, we think we're going to get a strong return from this and we're willing to pay for it. So the earlier you reveal pricing, the more you turn off your prospective client. And so you don't want to do that. You don't want to turn off prospective clients. You want to give them the indication that you are the best person out there, that you are the best agency, the best service provider for them. And so number 2 is wait to give your pricing. The longer you wait to give your pricing, the better the results are going to be. And finally, number 3, even the best prospects are going to go dark at some point in time once the proposal goes in front of them. And it's up to you to have a process to get them to sign the contract, to get them to start working with you. So here's the hype cycle that ends up going into every sale, every potential sale we have. The first thing is we have a great meeting with a prospective client. We have our primary point of contact. We do all these things that I'm talking about in this video, and they're pretty happy. We haven't revealed pricing yet, but we have a pretty good indicator that they're going to sign the dotted line whenever they're ready. They keep on asking buying questions like, when are you going to start? Who's on the team? All these questions that indicate that they are ready to go. They're ready to rock with you. They're ready to sign on the dotted line. So you get that proposal going. You basically spend an all-nighter or you do it the next day and you get a proposal in front of them. And then you don't hear back. You don't hear back in week 1. You don't hear back in week 2, and suddenly you're wondering if this is going to be a deal or not. Suddenly all your enthusiasm, your Tesla down payment, all the things that you're expecting to have happen as a result of this contract go nowhere. And that's because it's not just your prospective client, just one person who gets to make the decision. There's a lot of decision makers out there. There's legal, there's finance. You need to get approval for budget. You need to do all these things, due diligence, vendor management, all kinds of stuff goes into finally getting your contract signed. And the bigger the contract, the more work needs to happen. The more red tape you need to cut through in order to get the results that you want. And so don't count your checks before they're cashed. Don't count the contract until you've signed on the dotted line. And make sure you implement a piece of technology in order to follow up with the prospective client. And what I mean by that is implement a CRM system. Implement a system that lets you know every week that you need to follow up with them. Have a follow-up process. Have a general newsletter that you send out to all your potential clients, letting them know what you're doing, keeping in front of them, staying on the top of their mind. That's really what you want to do if you want to get the best results through your prospecting process. You can't just go dark when they go dark. You need to stay in front of them. You don't want to be pushy. You don't want to overdo it, but you need to stay in front of them to make sure that they're still thinking about you, that they're still finding value, and that you've properly relayed what your value is going to be. Now, this is another key point. You need to make sure that they know that you're going to give value and there's going to be some kind of return in their investment in working with you, because that's what everybody wants. They want a return on their investment. So number 3, in summary, even the best prospects go dark. And it's up to you to make sure you have a process where you can get these things done in a timely manner and that you can go ahead and get that ink signed so you can cash that check finally and you can go get that Lambo, you can go get that Tesla, whatever you're looking for, or reinvest it in your business. That's probably the smarter move. Don't think of clients as a down payment on your lifestyle. Think of clients as the funding that you need to keep your business healthy, to keep your business growing, and to keep your business fun for you. Now, if you're interested in learning more about sales and how to close deals, check out agencycourse.com. We have Sales Jumpstart, where we teach you the step-by-step process that I use to close millions of dollars of deals every single year at my agency. And while you're there, sign up for our Sage newsletter and get weekly wisdom delivered to your inbox. I'm Jeff Sauer, and this has been the Agency Sage.